Join us as we speak to Alan Getty of Zorzettig Vini about his Pinot Grigio. It's a good one. Hello, everyone. This is George Diaz, and I'm with Casual Winer. I'm here with Luis Montoto. We're at Wine 41. You can see his very cool sign. And I'm here with winemaker. We'll tell you what, instead of me pronouncing your name incorrectly, why don't you introduce yourself? Because we're going to be talking about several of your wines.
So my name is Alan Gaddy, and I'm on board at Zorzettig Winery almost 3 years, and I'm in charge for the export market.
So the export market. So he's our contact through our distributor. That's right. To get a hold of.
Right.
So, I was on your website because I wanted to learn a little bit more about the winery, and apparently you guys have been around for over 100 years. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the winery?
Yeah, Zorzettig Winery, it's a family business. Now it's reached the sixth generation, held by Annalisa Zorzettig and her daughter Veronica. So almost 150 years of history and passion for winemaking in a truly classic, traditional way. Of course, at that time, as common and usual, they were farmers and having a special focus and approach to the wine production.
Now, so right now it's two ladies of the family.
That's right, Annalisa Zorzettig and her daughter Veronica.
Okay, so women vineyard. Now you guys are
That's
currently
right.
in Italy. We'll show pictures of the map, but you guys are right on the Italy and Slovenian border. But I think it was part of Yugoslavia and Slovenia.
Showing you from here. We're in the extremely northeast corner of Italy, very close to the current Slovenian border. That's just a couple of miles, and it's about 30 miles from the northern border with Austria. So definitely we have the heritage of a unique melting pot, since we were under the Austrian-Hungarian kingdom and domination for totally more than 150 years.
Wow.
Because of that, also the Zorzettig family name is not that classic Italian sounding name, but of course we get the influence of the kingdom from Austria and Hungary. And let's count that till the 20s of the 20th century, there was much more family names with the EG, final suffix, but during the fascist period with Mussolini, it was warmly suggested to change your foreigner so-called slave name to an Italian one.
Yeah, nationalism is an interesting thing.
Yeah, at that time was a tough topic.
Right. Okay, so now in the United States, we drink a lot of Pinot Grigio and Italian Pinot Grigio. I mean, if there are wineries like Santa Margherita that's still it's kind of like the ones that put it on the map. So apparently this is a great area for growing these types of white grapes, correct?
Yeah, definitely. So as you say, so Pinot Grigio became, beside a grape varietal, a kind of religion and a wild bunch. So you can find so many different styles of Pinot Grigio. And often what we recognize is that in some parts, at least of the US, the proper perception of the Pinot Grigio is not the right one of the heritage we have. So very pale color. You have to count in mind that Pinot Grigio have gray skin, so that's natural that it should have a kind of a pink reflex and a pink issue in the coloration of the wine. Definitely Friuli, especially on the hilly side where we are based, Collio and Collio Orientali del Friuli, could have one of the best potential in Italy, in the whole world, about Pinot Grigio, having a super nice sun exposition and high temperature difference between night and day, and the classic Ponca soil. So it's the typical soil from the hilly side in Friuli, so rich of sand, rich in iron. It looks like a breakable sandstone, and so this gives an extra texture and extra structure to the Pinot Grigio style. So definitely, as you say, Friuli is one of the most interesting and vocated areas for the Pinot Grigio interpretation.